Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this video is going to be part of the experimental series that I'm doing. This is one of the first few videos that I'm shooting that I'm going to upload to YouTube with the GoPro Hero 8 Black camera I picked up a little while ago. And the reason why I picked this up is because there's some kind of videos that I just can't get with my cell phone, and I won't be able to get them with other video devices. I have video camera, and I had a large video camera. This is not going to work. I needed something that was small, portable, you know, and easy to work with in a small package. And the problem I always have with GoPros is they don't have a monitor built in. Like my video cameras all have monitors on them. The front-facing camera on our cell phone has a video monitor, a big one built right into it. And this is even bigger than the ones that come on my video cameras and even my prosumer camcorder, which is awesome. But the problem is that you know, it is all you get. With this is nothing at all. You have no monitor at all. You can't, you know, what do you do? Walk behind the camera and make sure you're in the frame. You're no longer in the frame, you're behind the camera, right? So it doesn't work. So the GoPro application, or the GoPro app that you can download, allows me to look at the framing and make sure the framing's right, and then I just shut the thing off and manually start the camera, and then I stand in the spot that I want to be at. So it allows me to do different things different ways, and it shoots 4K video, though I have it set up for 1080p recording, because that's what all my cameras do anyway, other than that. And a lot of people watch my videos on a cell phone. So my big thing about the cell phone is I wanted to be able to make videos on a cell phone, because people are watching them on a cell phone anyway. So if I'm cognizant, if I'm thinking about how they're going to be watching my videos on a cell phone, then it would only be right for me to make it on the very device that they can use to make their own videos. And I kind of like to be able to help people out getting up to speed, getting over the anxiety of doing videos on YouTube and stuff like that, standing in front of the camera, because I got 30 years standing behind the camera, and it's a very comfortable place back there. You got full control over what's going on, hopefully, and you make sure you get the best shot for your client that you possibly can get, and the audio is great and everything. You're listening with the headphones, you're watching the monitor, you're paying attention, and you're taking care of everything on the fly. But when you're in front of the camera, not so much. You're out there, you're the talent, you got to get the job done, and there's going to be some jitters, and there's going to be some things that you have to get past so you can make more videos, better videos, and work with what you have to build up as you go. One of the big things that we don't want to do is just spend ourselves broke and acquire a whole bunch of equipment and everything that we're not going to need and we're not going to use. So that's why I like the GoPro app. Will allow me to use the cell phone as a monitor for framing. Then I can shut that off, put it away, put it on airplane mode so nobody calls me and disturbs me. Hopefully it won't ring now, right? And all those things, and get the job done. The Hero 8 Black was the first version of the GoPro that had everything that I needed it to have built right into the camera, and also the mod system, the mod module allowed the HDMI out and the USB and the microphone in, all that kind of stuff that I wanted. But then there was a problem. I noticed when I actually acquired the GoPro 8 and I was looking at that mod thing, there are no protections for the lens. So the lens is in a situation where if it gets a bad bump or something like that, you can crack your lens, the plastic covering or whatever it is over your lens, and you can't self-fix it. You're not like you can just pop that off like a filter, you know, on a regular camera. You can't just pop that thing off and put a new one on. And even the drone that I'm having, you know, the DJI drone has a filter kit over the camera, a neutral density filter kit that it comes with it, that you can put on there in the kit that I bought. So the GoPro didn't have that. So I needed protection for the GoPro to go ahead and protect that lens, so something else is going to take the hit before the lens takes the hit. And I'm holding this thing in my hand. This is a lens cover, right? So, you know, to just snap this on to protect your lens. So in order to be able to use this little lens cover, I needed to have a cage. I needed to have something over the lens of the GoPro so that I could go ahead and protect it and also protect the lens underneath. So what I bought was when I was looking at the system and everything, I looked for the cages for the GoPro, and this is a Ulanzi case. And the thing I want to mention about that is it has two things on it. It has the, you know, the two-prong things that come down underneath the GoPro. It has that. So you can go ahead and just attach that to all the GoPro things that you want to take the GoPro mount. It also has underneath it a place where you can slide the dongle that goes underneath so you can connect the external microphone and all that. It has a little thing, a spacer. Okay, now what I determined was I didn't want the spacer on there because it, you know, it adds to the bulk and the heft and all that and the size of the GoPro. So I didn't really want that on there, so I took it off. And then I put my GoPro on the tripod, and what I noticed is I need that because it actually lifts the GoPro up about an inch, maybe a little bit more from the tripod. And what that allows me to do is change the battery. Because when the GoPro was on a tripod, I couldn't remove the cover on the side of the Ulanzi case, but with that little adapter on there, then I can. It actually allows me to get in there and do, you know, change out the card if I want to add, you know, shoot video for a longer period of time. I can do that. I can use the USB connection, everything else, change the battery, and everything's great. So that was the reason why I got the Cage. I also picked up, I also had my own supplies that I already had. I had a adapter that goes on a cold shoe, and then it has a mount on top of it. I'll show this in a separate video. But what this has is it gives me the opportunity to raise up my microphone a little bit higher above the GoPro, because when I put the microphone on the GoPro with the dead cat with the wind muff on there, you would actually see some of the furs from the wind muff on there in the shot. So it's like, well, that's not really good. I want to get that a little bit further away from the camera. But the other thing about this particular microphone, it's the Comica, and I'll put the description below on that. And I make other videos where I talk about this microphone, but it's a short shotgun microphone. But if I want to get a little bit further away from the camera, I can, because that microphone it doesn't have a pin on the back of it. It has the hole, has the female connector, and you put in basically a TRS connection in the back of that. The TRS connection is what goes into the GoPro, and I can put in a TRS extension cable on that and take the shotgun microphone and move it further away. Kind of like if you want to put it on a boom pole, you could do that as well and connect it directly to your camera. So that's another option available there. I also want to be working on a couple of other experimental videos and everything else, but I wanted to test this microphone because I'm about 3.5, 4 feet away from the microphone, probably, right? The view on the screen is pretty big, and I really wanted to highlight this beautiful tree that we have on our property. It's right next to the house. As a matter of fact, this tree is a beautiful thing. Everybody else around gets to enjoy the view of this tree. It's hard to see from inside our house. You know, it's actually on the side of the house a little bit. Yeah, it's actually over there by the garage. The best window we can see this from is from the window in our garage. So, but this is a beautiful tree out here. I have a video on it on the channel. It's just a magnificent tree. It's a heritage tree, I believe they call it. It's far older than we are. Let's put it that way. But anywho, so I wanted to go ahead and get protection for the GoPro. What I did, got the Ulanzi. I got a clear filter, doesn't do anything, it's just clear glass, but it protects the lens of the GoPro. And then I can just put this little adapter right on top of that, and then I got my little lens cover, and then I protect the lens. So that's why I went ahead with that information. But again, the test here is, I like to test a whole bunch of things at once, but one of the things I'm testing here specifically is the microphone. This is a Comica microphone. It's plugged into the dongle that you have to put on the side of the GoPro if you don't have the mod system. The mod system would allow you to plug right in. But this one here plugs into the USB, it's the dongle, and then from that, you plug in the TRS wire from the microphone directly into it, and then the GoPro is getting sight and sound from a nice microphone, and I want to make sure that the sound is clear. While I've been talking, and yeah, it's a whole lot of talking and everything, but there's a breeze going by, and the shotgun microphone is directional, cardioid directional towards me, and I noticed that there was a motorcycle, somebody was doing some stunts going by, doing some wheelies down the road, which is fine. We're out in the middle of nowhere. You can expect to see all kinds of things out here, but you know, so it's nice. It was a nice, noisy, kind of a enduro dirt road bike or street bike. You know, the enduro does both, and you know, so somebody's doing some stunts down this vacant road down here, and you know, it's nice. I want to make sure that sound didn't get picked up by the microphone, maybe a little bit, but not too much. I heard it very clearly. Hopefully the microphone ignored it. So that's the rest of that part of the test. That's why I went a little bit longer in the video too. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this. I'm Ray Hayden. Don't forget to give me a like, give me a thumbs up, like the video. Make that comment below. Let me know you came by to say hi. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate the growth on the network. And until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.